They was down by 12, 62 to trying to pull it back up. But it was early. I don't even think it was halftime yet.
Oh, we just started that thing. Oh, they're in New York too, huh?
No, they playing.
Celtics
Boston.
are in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, because typically we get that message letting us know that it's in out here.
Have you been getting those?
Yes, I have been.
And then they're about to face the Lakers.
In LA or out here?
I think out here.
Man, what day?
You go live.
We might have to.
I don't know how to work my phone.
We might have to take the whole live stream to the Nuggets game this time.
Yeah.
It's funny because hold on, what do you remember when we went last time?
Damn, that was last season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was last season. It was against the Wizards,
Utah?
the Bobcats. You say Utah?
It was the
Bobcats.
Hey, listen, man. It was a good show. You know, your boy MGK was there.
Who else was there? MGK, who did he become?
That dude from Saturday Night Live, man, that he friends with.
Pete.
Yeah.
It was Pete.
Yeah, we're gonna say dude that dated Grande. Let's see if we can see the score on this joint.
So when they come out here, they're gonna Or are you saying you don't know where they're gonna be at this point?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're down by 14 though, 78-64. But yeah, man, Jose went to the last game.
Most recent one?
Yeah, did you had good seats, boy.
I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I think he showed you the pictures.
Yeah.
And it was type close too, 200 section, you know?
Yeah. He was close. That was awesome too.
So yeah, we gotta get to another one, man.
For sure.
And I like the last one because it was early. It was what, 2 o'clock game?
Yeah. It was not it was definitely an early one.
It was mad early. Damn, Cookie had me dumb. They're like, hey, this tip off, and that's game. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? and you, hey man, you want to go to concessions? You want to? Well, we so high up, I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna tip over.
That was funny.
That was a good joke,
That was really funny. It was a good game though.
Yeah, we got that one. We got that one.
The Nuggets actually had a really good season last season.
Yeah, it's just a shame with all the moves, and it's crazy exciting. NBA season is gonna be stupid. But they had a chance last year. I don't know if they.
You saying you don't know they're gonna have a chance this year?
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man. I'm sure they'll make the playoffs, but I mean, you think about even first round. Teams are stacked right now. There's not just 1 or 2 teams. Teams are stacked.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. But I mean, we third right now. Who's better than us? I mean, there's the Lakers and the Clippers. Right now, we nice. So we third in the West.
Yeah, it's mad early in the season. What is it, 82 games?
Phew. 82 games. Jeez.
Hey, you on the Nelman Live.
What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all tuning in, if any. Make sure y'all thumb up. Make sure y'all thumb up, man. What's going on today, man? We figuring it all out, man. We talking about the Nuggets right now, though. What's going on with y'all, man?
Yeah, speak on your team. Hopefully from a big city, because I don't know much.
No, man. You know, it's funny because, like, in Texas, they really get down with high school football. Like, it's weird, like, their obsession with high school football. Like people will they'll go to the high school that's by them, like, and they don't even have kids in that high school.
They're just going to see.
They're just going to watch the game, and it's like really.
That's what's up, though. Man.
It's really like deep in Texas.
Isn't Snoop Dogg a coach?
And I think he's from Cali.
Yeah, but
I think he used to be for sure. I don't know if he still does that, but he absolutely. I remember there was a whole show about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a son who went to college off that football stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Snoop as your coach, and he had a good squad, man. Them kids were savages.
Yeah. You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen a few of them episodes. Mainly highlights, though.
Man. Mainly. Oh, okay. Well, how long ago was that show, though?
Say about 2-3 years, something like that. Something along them lines. We just.
Yeah, let's just waiting for the beat to build. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
Shout out Nelman merch.
Oh man, you know, just doing it for the culture, man. I couldn't do it for nothing else, man. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do it for nothing else.
We gotta start wearing them joints, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make another one.
Absolutely.
We're gonna make another one. I'm gonna try to actually link it up tomorrow. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna play with it tomorrow. We're gonna make some more merch, man. So
that'll be ill live too. Even a recorded joint that we was talking about last time. You know what I'm saying? Like just the process, start to finish. All that editing in there, just to show people what it looked like.
Yeah, man, yeah. So the thing about it is when you go, you cannot go live from your phone no more, but there's a trick to it. Like if you have this specific app, you can download this app and actually still go live from your phone with this app, which I guess we don't necessarily need. I guess we could still just go live from the laptop while actually making the merch. We're just going to have to take it downstairs to the merch studio. You know what I'm saying? To the merchandising area, to the, I don't know, the showroom.
The lab, yeah.
Well, from one lab to another lab.
One lab to another lab.
You know?
And just show the process, man. That'll inspire so many people. You know?
Yeah, but you're going to have to bring a hoodie through. As soon as you're going
bring a hoodie, t-shirt.
We're going to make Brooklyn a hoodie. I know you always wear the hoodies, and we know it's going to say Brooklyn on it. So bring the hoodie. What is the size that you wear?
Medium husky.
Medium husky hoodies?
Alright, man, shit. Hey, put me on blast, man. Listen, I gotta go jogging, man. Extra large.
Hilarious.
Extra large.
The reason why you say that is because, I got a kid, so when I buy his pants, there's actually a husky. So he wear like, you know what I'm saying? Like 14 huskies.
Nobody asking me about the midriff.
So what's good, yo?
Yeah, what's your name? What's your size?
All tech in the building. What's good with you, Tech? Appreciate you tuning in, man. How are you today? How are you, my man?
Always a pleasure, Tech. Always, man. Thanks for always tuning in, man.
Appreciate you tuning in, man. Love. You already know.
That is love.
Yo, it's getting closer to Christmas, man. How was your Thanksgiving, man? How'd you give it up? How was everything? You collect some new tech just yet? Did you get anything on Black Friday? Tech? Tech too?
That's the last week. Exactly. Verbatim.
Oh, I forgot last week was Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Never mind, Tech. I forgot last week was the actual Black Friday. Sorry, I forgot we already talked about that. Yeah,
still some good deals, though, man. Still some insane deals. If anybody know where to get a PlayStation VR for cheap, with the controllers, gotta be the PlayStation, man. He wants the Oculus Quest. I think it's $500.
But what is it? Just has that thing is just its own machine.
That's it. You just put it on. You got the controllers. Comes like 64 gig, 128 gig. So you download directly to it. You know what I'm saying?
Is
no
it the same games that is it the same stuff that's on the VR though?
Like the PlayStation joint?
No, the phone joint. Because I got the phone joint. I got the Samsung.
Oh, you got the one that you put in?
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's the same. I think it's just a little bit more enhanced.
We're good, all tech. We're good, man. We in here. Doing the Friday Night Live thing. You know what I'm saying?
Happy weekend, Tech. Thank God it's Friday, boy. Long week.
TGI Friday.
But yeah, man, it's pretty much the same as that. I think a little bit more enhanced, faster graphics. You know what I'm saying? Like when they come out with.
And you got hand controllers now.
Got hand controllers and everything.
But is that thing crazy like that though?
Man, I've seen some videos, man. They got this one where it's like an elevator taking you to the top floor, and there's a plank. You know what I'm saying? And you're just walking on that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is freaking out. Like,
have you been to the Great Wolf Lodge yet?
Mm-mm.
There's not to cut you, but there's a one of those water slides where it goes straight down, and it's all the way at the top. And so when we went, Life of a Lizzie,
what's up,
Life? Hey, Life, how are you, darling?
Life
Must be life. Yeah, I did see what you did. I followed it, and I didn't know what you did yet, but now I know. Life, how are you, Life of Elizabeth? So,
that Great Wolf, man, I gotta learn how to swim first.
Nah, you don't though. That's the beauty of the Great Wolf. Cause I've been. Took my son.
You know how to swim?
I know how to swim, but the water's not deep. My son does not know how to swim. I'll put it that way, and he was in every part of it. So you know what I'm saying. You could act like you know how to swim out there. No, I'm dead ass. Like, you can go into the wave. They got a baby wave pool. It ain't even as big as Six Flags or Elitch's.
But they stupid expensive though.
I'm good. Was watching this So Raven on Disney Plus.
Oh,
you got that Disney Plus team.
Shout out.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that password.
I got you.
Oh, Life of Elizabeth. Shout out to you. You got that Disney Plus. Is you watching that Mandalorian though? That's my quick question.
Yes, absolutely.
Was you about to say the same thing?
Absolutely.
Wow,
man. I love that man though.
You watching it?
Yeah.
You all caught up?
So I'm through 4. So the new one came out midnight today. So I haven't watched it though. So Thursday, 11:59.
So let me ask you this: on the Disney Plus, we about to dive deep a little bit. Matter of fact, that's gonna be our first conversation. Is that Disney Plus, y'all? Who all tech collector? Do you have Disney Plus? Let's see here.
And it takes you back too. It's not only like new stuff. You got all the Marvels. You know what I'm saying? Like the old school X-Men like cartoons. It's insane, man.
What you mean all the Marvel cartoons? They got the
like Spider-Man, X-Men.
They got Spider-Man the animated series?
Yeah, they
X-Men the animated series?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'll get you the password.
Oh really?
I'll get you the password.
Let's make sure we coming in focus. Hey y'all, let us know if we coming in a little out of focus. I don't know what's been up with the camera lately, but we're gonna try to keep y'all in focus though. But let me see here.
I'm gonna bring it up right now, man. This thing takes you back.
Nah, don't bring it up.
Like, what's up?
Don't bring it up. Alright.
You get here for that too?
No, well, yeah, you might. We don't want to owe Disney. You know what I'm saying? We're only going to get hit with them.
Yeah, and you know
Disney
they come after
they coming for
goof.
us. They dumbing for us.
They gonna take my sunglasses.
They charging for everything. You're out of focus, really blurry. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to keep it focused.
But yeah, man, I got a whole bunch of old school things, man. Take you back.
Yeah.
And they got two versions. One is $7, and the other one is like $13.
Mm-hmm.
And with the 13, you get like the, I don't know, I think it's the ESPN Plus, if I'm not mistaken. So you get all the UFC joints, all the, the boxing, all that.
You got that?
Nah, I did the $6.99.
Oh, okay. What you get with that?
So
I mean, if you're going to give me the password, beggars just can't be choosers. So I'm like, hey,
yeah, man.
I'm going to try to hop in right where I fit in. Like some jeans that are skinny.
Shout out Skinny Jeans.
So All Tech said he hasn't signed up for Disney Plus yet. We know that.
It's crazy blurry.
No, it's good now.
It's good.
It's looking like this. This just has to catch up. See?
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, Tech, man, if you want to test it out, they do offer like a 7-day trial, I believe, before they start charging you. That's originally what I signed up for, but then
and they sold you. You were sold.
Yeah. I watched 3 episodes back to back of The Mandalorian. And my kids were so in it, man. I couldn't even think about taking that off.
Man, and how many devices do they got signed in on it though?
Right now, it's just my main one in my living room because I don't want the kids burning up Wi-Fi, watching. You know what I'm saying? On every device. You can have up to like 3 or 4 devices.
Alright. Yeah, man, if you want to give up that password, I will not take it.
You know I got you.
But, I used to, when my son was a very small child, I showed him a X-Men the animated series and Spider-Man the animated series before he was like even knew what this Marvel thing was about. So like I created a monster, and so now like he's
boy, he love this, man. I swear.
Like and I don't know, but I seen he already had like signed in on one of his game systems. And I don't know how he did that. I don't know if he just the Disney Plus was like update has done the Disney Plus. I'm like, who has this? Life of Elizabeth. We've just been chilling out. My baby is 11. He's gonna be 12 soon.
Mine, I have 3. My oldest is 14, gonna be 15 on 12/27.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got his birthday is in December and your dad's birthday is in November.
Yep.
That's crazy.
My daughter's 11. Right. I think she's 12.
No, her birthday is in the 11th month, is what I was saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, November.
My daughter's 12, and my youngest is 10. So, got my hands full. Hey, Life, how's your health, girl? How
are you feeling,
going?
Life? Well, last time we seen you wasn't feeling too well. How are you today? You feeling better, right?
I'm pulling this up to show you off camera. Like what they got. They even got The Simpsons on it. It ain't even Disney.
Yeah, it is. They bought it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You know the thing about it is Disney owns Universal Studios, right?
1992 X-Men.
Yeah. That's
what
Woody Woodpecker? Is that Woody Woodpecker? Right there.
No, that's Bonkers. I don't know what that is.
Oh, word. I was like, Joy Bonkers was a cop.
Gargoyles, 1994. Spider-Man, 94. Fantastic Four, 94. Iron Man, 94.
Spoonman Tom.
Yep, 95. Quack Tag. They got Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, I actually already
96.
I have a respiratory infection, but I'll be fine, thank you. Well, I hope you're all right at home now, darling. I hope everything is, at least that you're back at home. I'm glad that they finally found what was wrong with you when they were telling you nothing was wrong. I know that was pretty frustrating, so I'm glad that they finally were able to diagnose you, and I'm glad that you'll be fine.
Absolutely. We support you 100%. The Nelman always sends love. BK always sends love.
Brooklyn 1-8. So yeah, man. So the Nuggets is gonna be really good this year, and that Disney Plus though, man. You said you're all caught up on all the Mandalorians, and
all except the last one that just dropped today.
Mm-hmm. What is on there that you didn't think was gonna be on there? Like that surprised you actually? Because at this point, whenever you see something on there, you gotta understand that whatever, just like we were just saying, The Simpsons is Disney. No.
See, I don't think they are though.
I think
they signed it with them. Because it's always that Disney Plus, and then it says Simpsons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's part of Disney. I just think they got some kind of contract. But like, I'm telling you, when you open it and you just go through the list, man, you gonna take a trip.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna take a trip so far back.
Life
Like in '92. Like it's insane, man.
Life of Elizabeth said, "I finally changed the way I eat. I went vegan 2 weeks ago. I'm starting to feel like I have a lot more energy." That's awesome, first and foremost. Elizabeth says, Sister Act is on there. I didn't know that was Disney.
Well, would be okay.
The first one or the second one with also got Lauryn Hill?
See, I ain't seen the second one, I don't think.
What?
I seen the first one for sure.
Lauryn Hill, man.
100%. I love Lauryn.
Yeah, she's in the first one.
Hey, Life, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change the way I eat, the way I live, man. It's tough. It's tough, man. I know.
It can be. It can be.
Be bros.
What up, Brandy? How are you, darling? Appreciate you tuning in. Is that blurry?
It looked blurry, but the last time I said it was blurry, it wasn't blurry.
No, but does that look? See, is it clear now?
Yeah, it's good.
See, we flipping back and forth. Yo, we apologize that the camera flipping back and forth. I don't know.
Some city lights, kid.
Yeah, it must be.
Some city lights out your window.
The city lights. But yeah.
Yo, B, how'd that go today? Was it fun?
Yo, B, where you headed tonight, my sis?
Yeah, man. Disney Plus. B Rose don't know about Disney
Brandy,
Plus.
you got Disney Plus? You got your subscription? Can I get that password?
Don't put it
I'll
in
text
chat.
the tip. Be sure to vacuum your mattress every 1 to 3 months to reduce dust mites in your mattress, as well as it cuts down on asthma and allergies. Copper bottle service. Got you. Oh, you got bottle service out that team. You going with Mans? I seen you with Mans. You going with Mans with the dreads? Everyone going out. I'm home. Party from me, Brandy. Party from me too.
Man's
B-Day says
Man's with dread. Who? I don't know who you talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Who? B, who are you talking about?
Little Penny Grigio.
Little Sudafed PM?
Is it? Alright, we back. Oh, snap. Is it Ling Ling? Ling Ling's birthday? Snap.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Ling Ling. Wait a minute, gotta make sure. Is it Ling Ling's birthday or someone else? It is?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, happy birthday, Ling Ling.
Baby, me so next. Shout out little Robitussin PM.
Listen, man. Listen. Yes, Ling Ling. Okay. You're welcome, Ling Ling. I hope you have a great time. I hope you have a awesome time at Copper's. Get that bottle popping.
Don't get locked up.
I'm sure I'll see y'all on the SNIT app a little later. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all. Party for me. You know what I'm saying? Do it big.
Yeah, y'all be safe, man. Y'all be safe.
Oh yeah, be safe too. Above all else. Well, above everything, like what the next thing, have as much fun as you can have, and then under that, be safe. Like not above everything else. You can't just. You got to have a bunch of fun, and sometimes you can't be safe as you want to be. Otherwise, you won't be able to have as much fun as you want to have. So have as much fun as possible, and then under that, be safe as possible. You know what I'm saying? My baby sis and bro came to surprise her. Should be a dope night. That's awesome.
That's what's up. That's love. Did she cry?
No, man. Ling Ling don't give it up like that.
Come on, man. Your family?
Yo, Ling Ling is that's what. Yeah, that is. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you, all tech. Yeah. You know I drop jewels sometimes, all tech. You know that's why you tune in. You know what I'm saying? I drop jewels sometimes, man. They could check that back on the playback. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, man. You for it.
You know what I'm saying?
You talking about this comment previous.
Oh, that is a tip for life, all tech. Be sure to vacuum your mattress every 3 months. But you know what? All tech though, I got one of them them eggshell things on there. So do I gotta replace that thing every 3 months or every 6 months?
What's that? What you mean eggshell?
You know, like one of them things that looks like they call it the eggshell thingies, and it's really soft. It's like a mattress cover, but it's like.
Okay, all right.
You know, like the eggshells. She almost did, haha, but it's on Snap. Check it out later.
What's Snap? Is that?
The SNIT app.
Oh, okay, yeah, you show it to me later. I don't know what that is.
Already. But yeah, what did she almost do? I forgot what I said.
Cry.
Oh, she almost cried. Okay, got you. Yeah. Well, if there's some cake, make sure you send me a piece.
Cake.
Yeah, if there's some cake, yeah, make sure you send me a piece.
Not me, I can't live that life.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, bring me Eric's piece too. No, I got it. Cried. Yeah, it took me a second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get you. I will watch the Snapchat. See, it always takes me a while to watch Snapchat.
I'll make sure to watch it from his phone.
But yeah, I'll take Eric's piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
What after the beat? What after your beat, Nails?
I don't know. That thing went on pause, didn't it?
Just auto pause?
I guess so.
No.
Hi. So, anybody else going out? Anybody else doing anything special tonight? Or the rest of us, we just in for the night? You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking about the rhythm of the night?
That's old school, bro.
Yeah, that was my joint. Was that the barge though?
Was it the bars?
I think
I
so.
don't know how I'm gonna. I ain't even gonna say where I'm going, because.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong.
Gloria Stefan and what you do with
Nah, that's no, that's something different. He said in the somethings.
What was it called? Rhythm of the Night?
Yeah, man. That was my joint.
Let's see.
Oh, you was right?
Nah, you was right.
Oh, listen.
No man, never wrong on his live cast.
Listen, that's my joint, man.
The bars, man.
You know what I'm saying?
85.
We used to break dance to that joint, man. We used to break dance to that.
85?
Nah. I'm 85, not me. Most mattress protectors should last at least 5 to 6 years or more with proper care, like washing it every few months, in addition to vacuuming it.
So after the 5 or 6 years, it can't be saved. It's time for a new one.
Yeah. I think that's probably, there's like actually like a hole in, that's like mine got ripped somehow. I was just changing my sheets and I realized that mine was ripped. I'm like, how does that even happen?
You lotioning up them hooves? You know what I'm saying? Like the feet before you get like.
No, the thing has some sheets over it though, and it's like the rip is like me and my lotioning up those hooves.
Hey, man, listen, you know you're gonna be you hear that.
I actually don't have crusty feet.
That's good, me neither.
When I was back in the day, which is funny because I see like pretty much like when I date women and stuff, sometimes they like, I don't know if they wear barefoot a lot, but sometimes they have their feet are a little drier. Now I'm seeing crusty, which is drier than mine.
Right.
But when I was a few relationships back, I dated this chick, and like whenever before she put her socks on, she would put Vaseline on her feet.
Okay.
And so like when I would like see her do it, I was like, oh, you saw that Vaseline, I'm doing it too.
That's
so,
like genius. And then you're just like putting lotion and putting a glove on. You know what I'm saying?
So she would do that every day, like, or whenever. Like every day, yeah. And so I would do it too. And so like, but also I'm not the type of person to walk around without socks on. Mm-hmm. So like, I think that on top of that has like restored my feet and made them last so that they really aren't crusty or like, I'm not brushing up on people and like, or women or a woman. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like comfortable for the most part. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
See, that man thoughtful as hell, boy. You think about everything.
Yeah. Even though I don't like doing like feet cuddling, like my feet are cuddleable. I don't like all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch out for my feet.
Put that in the description.
I don't like all that feet cuddling.
Cuddle. Yeah.
Cuddleable
feet, yeah.
You like cuddle? You got cuddleable? Is it cuddleable?
Yeah, it is now.
Cuddleable. You cuddling? Cuddleable.
You can't cuddleable over here.
Don't tell them about gamer tag, man. You know what I'm saying? Kid cuddable. Wait, not cuddable. Cuddleable.
Oh man, it's James. What's up? This thing still?
I don't know what's going on with that.
Damn.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. It's active.
No, you good, man.
At any rate.
So B, who you going out with? You got a crew? It's just y'all, family only?
Is it family only? Or is it ravioli?
You stupid. What? Is it ravi only? You gonna watch some MMA?
Is there a new one coming up?
Nah, for Brandy is always.
Nah, but she only watches new ones. We ain't gonna go to the bar and watch an old one. How they gonna put that on?
Little Tylenol PM.
Oh, got you. Little Jacobelli. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but hey, B, how was the thing tonight, man? How was the thing?
Oh, there was an MMA fight tonight?
No.
Oh, that other thing.
The other thing.
That other thing. We talking like we in the. Speaking of being in the organization, yo, who has seen The Irishman?
Still haven't got to it.
Oh man, he's lacking. It's
a night from the crib. I got you.
The All Tech Collector ×2. You seen The Irishman, my friend?
Life, chime in. What's the last movie you seen? Not on Disney Plus.
That Irishman, y'all. It's on Netflix. Great movie.
De Niro
and Pacino. You got Harvey Keitel in there. Joe Pesci. You got Pesci, man.
I don't know why I ain't even see like a trailer.
We talking about The Irishman, y'all, if you just tuning in. Man, who's seen The Irishman on Netflix? It's on Netflix. But I seen the funny thing about that's funny that you say that, because I seen a preview of The Irishman. So I can't remember what movie it was, but I seen
So it was
a
like one of
preview.
the previews like in a theater?
Yeah, I think so. I don't watch previews anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Was no commercial?
I don't think it was.
I mean, yo, if you have a movie that's
Are he there? You know what I'm saying? He ain't building right now, so you know what I'm saying? He ain't live right now. He ain't hot. So you know what I'm saying? He ain't lit. Is basically it. He get lit from time to time, so he do what he do. He chilling right now, man.
So yeah, you got De Niro, Pacino, Pesci, Keitel,
Harvey Keitel,
in one movie.
And also Ray Romano. He playing. Yes, he playing Buffalino. See, and also the thing about it is, like, you know what I'm saying, you're from New York, so you might hear some names that are familiar to you. Some of them families and all of that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff was true. They saying it's true story.
So what is it about? Like, who?
Rossetti was in there too. Rossetti was in there, but Rossetti was his name in Boardwalk Empire. Who particular?
Yeah, like you got the Gaudis. You got.
They didn't have the Gaudis in there. They had the Buffalinos. They had some names. Willsworth Media. Shout out to Willsworth Media. I appreciate you tuning in at the right time. I know Willsworth Media seen this movie. But you was telling me about the Teamsters in the union. Mm-hmm. So they had Jimmy Hoffa in that joint.
That's surprising what we talked about, man.
They was talking a lot about Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, you sprinkled some knowledge on me about the Teamsters in the union.
You gotta watch that movie. They sprinkled some knowledge on me.
My pops was in.
Yes, you need to talk to moms.
And I think till this day, if I'm not mistaken, I have to fact check, but still get
show love.
No
question. That's what Hoffa was about, man.
That's insane.
Like, and that's was his whole thing. He was about taking care of the team. Like he was pretty much the president of all the Teamsters, but he ran a specific chapter as well. And then when he went to prison, he had to step down as the president. But man, you got to check that movie out.
Was that specific chapter? Was it like a numeric?
Yeah, it's a number.
Like, I remember for some reason I have to check. I think Pops was like Teamsters like 51.
Well, you got it.
If I'm not mistaken.
It was like all the different districts, but he was the president of them all. But he just ran a specific one. But he was the president of it all. Like Jimmy Hoffa was the man, and when it came to the,
they still can't find, man.
Watch the movie. You know what I mean? Just watch the movie. But, everything, you got to also take everything that you watch with a grain of salt, because you never know.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff, even based on true story, whatever, is always slightly embellished or very much embellished. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just to get people to tune in. Who knows, man? They might have been boring as hell.
Yeah, that's what they was actually saying, is that the dude because, the person who made the movie, what's his name? Scorsese. They're saying that the person he got it from, which was a dude named Frank Sharon, they're saying that he basically, because he wrote a book, and the movie is based on a book.
Okay.
And in that book, they're saying that all these things happened, but a lot of people are saying that dude who wrote the book was full of it. And so, you know what I'm saying? They're saying,
there's no spot check to see what's what.
Right. So.
Alright.
So they basically, yeah.
Pesci, Cancel, De Niro, Pacino.
Yeah, it's one of the one of the last of those that you're gonna see. Those.
This is the other movie, man. Just based off the title, just caught me. I haven't even really, like, it'll come on commercials. Motherless Brooklyn.
Oh, I never heard of it.
I think one of them Baldwin dudes is in it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard much about it, but just the title. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, of course. If I seen a show that said Motherless Colorado Springs, I'd be like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait.
That doesn't have a ring to it like Motherless Brooklyn.
Absolutely doesn't. Absolutely doesn't. But I hate you, LOL. I always roast you.
I know. I be trying to tell him to stop too. I try to tell him to stop all the time, but he just keep going.
I don't even go to that outing I chill with fam.
That's what's up.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. It was fam's birthday, so you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean?
I put money you had for that time doing what you did, then go to another spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, I appreciate you tuning in right now. Matter of fact, if you would've went to that other spot, you might not even be tuned in right now. So forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been live from the spot.
Yeah, she delayed. That's okay. Just hit the live button. But Brandy, have you seen The Irishman? Did you watch that movie? Have you seen the Irishman? It's on Netflix. And Brandy, I don't think you answered the question. Do you have Disney Plus?
Yeah, she did.
She said?
Yeah, because she said she'll give me passwords.
Oh, she did? Damn, I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, it's up there a little bit.
Damn, my bad. Damn, I ain't paying. Hold on, Brandy, do you got the one with the ESPN? You got the Disney Plus with the ESPN on it?
I'm going to go ahead and say absolutely she does.
And you got the one with the, yeah, man, I need that. Come on.
See, you don't want mine because you know what I'm saying? I stay with the $6, $7 one.
Help baby boy out. Hey, help Eric out too.
It's free to him. But nah, he went to UFC.
Wait, I don't even. So ESPN Plus gives you UFC? I want the basketball.
So ESPN Plus is now teamed up with UFC to put fights on it.
Like all the pay-per-view Johnny Boys?
Yeah, all the UFC pay-per-views, yeah.
What? No, but I have the ESPN Plus though, LOL. Yeah, I got it. What was the no? What is no, but I got the... Oh, need them fights, bruh. Well,
so no is... She doesn't have the $12 or $13 one.
Oh, so you already have ESPN Plus. I got you. I got what you're saying.
She has Disney Plus, and she has ESPN, though.
I see what you're saying. You can go ahead. I don't have them combined. I got you. And we on the same page. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. But that's okay. You can give them to me. You can give me those passwords separate. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them combined. That's awesome. I appreciate you, too. See, that's why I love you, Brandy. That's why I love you. You like a rose, like a brandy rose. You know what I'm saying? Said it there?
Yeah, I did, man. That was... Write that down. What's going on the track?
But yeah, man. It's Friday, man. Is it cold out there like that? Was it supposed to be cold tonight?
Yo, let me tell you, yesterday, about work, brick. Absolutely brick, yo. Like, insane. It read 31, felt like -10.
That's the wind chill factor.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, man, that wind chill factor will get you.
Insane. Of course, I'm a procrastinator, so of course I pump gas end of my shift.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Freezing, boy. Freezing. Such a difference, though, from up there to down here.
It was warmer when you got home?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's interesting. And when you pumped your gas, did you leave your car running?
Nah, hell no, I don't do that. No.
Sure.
No. I don't even have to pay or nothing.
Scary Larry over here.
Hell yeah.
You can actually leave the car running when you pump the gas if you really wanted to. It wouldn't do anything. It might mess up like something if you keep doing that.
See, that's messing up.
Like as far as like the fuel
good.
pump or something like that. Like if you just keep doing like pumping it up on the car starting, but realistically, that's the only one thing right.
I'm good with paying starting. I'll sit in the car, man. With that joint closed, not even running. I'm good.
But it's already warped from the remote start you did at before you left.
It's warmer. Yeah. Absolutely. You got a remote start in your joint?
I do not. But DJ Showcase knows how to put things in like that. So I could have him put one in, but I do not have one. Why not?
Which one would you better on though?
You can't get on the manual.
Really?
Well, you can, but it like you have to do all this.
And I know it's just a lot more expensive to do it on that.
No, it's not.
No.
But because you're having to get all these adaptions added, but because your car has to be in that neutral position, like, well, I mean, in a parked position.
I got you.
So a manual, there is no park. So you always in gear, that type of thing. So it's difficult to start a car in gear type.
Peace, be real.
I gotta cut it short. Got people coming over. Hi, have a good weekend. You too, darling. Have a good weekend. We'll see you. Appreciate you tuning in. As you always do. Thank you for have a good weekend. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay warm.
Word up. Enjoy.
I'll be watching that SNIT app.
But yeah, I know they charge extra for the, like if you got a remote start.
Yeah.
It's more expensive than just the key joint. Like to actually install a remote start.
If you you're talking about push button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's awesome though. Yeah. Automatic. If you got an automatic car in Colorado, you definitely got to get the remote start if you haven't already. Get the remote start. I do not have one. But for the most part, when it gets super cold out, I just like go in the garage. So luckily for the garage. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody tuning in though, man.
Word up.
But yeah, anything specific? I know we might not have got to Black Friday, but anything specific that anybody's getting for Christmas, for their special someone, a parent or a loved one, that may not watch the Nelman live show, that you might could tell about? Anybody getting anything special?
Yeah, let me know if y'all got deals on that PlayStation 4 VR too.
The PlayStation 4 VR.
Yeah, I missed it on Black Friday. Could have got it for like maybe $200.
Yeah.
And now it's like $350.
What about GameStop? I mean, Entertainment.
Well, you say, I haven't checked on that same one.
Entertainment.
But you know, this is going to be refurbished, and I don't know if they offer a warranty with it.
They probably do. Typically, Entertainment does, but I can't say. Who knows?
I think they'll give you a warranty and give you another refurb. Yeah.
Yeah, or your money back. But I haven't been in that place in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. Times are hard.
I'm
flipping some stuff.
No, I ain't even. When times are hard? Yeah, they go ahead and trade it. Shoot, I need to. I'm keeping old PS3s and all of this.
I mean, it may be what, $25, $50 they give you, but.
No, I'm keeping them. They're worth something. And matter of fact, people don't understand that those PS3s specifically had some weird algorithm stuff going on with them, where they could connect to the internet on some strange way, and you could group PS3s together, and it went out to it was this weird project that they set up on the PS3s. Sony did. But
so it was like a hidden feature.
Kind of like that, but you could go to it. But it was and when you went to it, you could read up on what they were doing with it, and it showed this weird DNA helix, and it was telling you that your PS3 was connected to all these other PS3s, and it was doing this weird thing. But after a while, you would go back in there, and it was this has been completed. And then I don't think they never. But if you look it up and talk about the PS3 and how they were connecting to one another, there's this real in-depth thing about how the PS3s were different. They're really interesting, actually. Yeah.
What game you playing on the PS3 right now?
Risk. I play the Risk on PS3 only. Risk Factions. It's actually a pretty intricate game. It's kind of like chess for your brain. It really stimulates your brain, helps you get a little smarter, things like that. That's why I like playing it.
Is it like a board game or not?
It is a board game. Yep. It is a board game. I'm sure if you know board games, you know Risk. Everybody's seen Risk before. Yeah, man. and I think it might be on Steam as well. But I don't know how to set that up. So for the most part, I just play it on the PS3.
Yeah, my son downloaded that stream on every damn laptop. I don't trust it though. So
what stream?
There's that stream.
Oh,
site. Steam.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't trust it though, man. I feel like that's just gonna mess something up.
No, Steam is pretty legit.
Is it?
Steam is pretty legit, but I guess they were going, they are partnering with somebody, and so they're going through some type of feuds right now. So now the Steam isn't really worth anything, and it's like they're shutting down all of the stuff. But it was legit though. But I guess Steam is going through it with someone else, another platform, and so because of that, they like stopped messing with Steam. But I think Steam's
Twitch sites or.
No. Steam is actually just a gaming site. It's like they just have computer games on that site. Like a lot of the games that you can download, Minecraft, or whatever that. What is the new one now?
There's Roblox, there's Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But it's like all of that stuff is on Steam. You could download that. You download Steam, and then Steam is the platform where you download all the computer games from. But it is pretty popular. Yeah, pretty popular.
Yo, you hear about that UPS joint?
Oh, the dancing?
The Florida shootout.
No, what happened?
So apparently I just seen the video.
Anybody heard about that Florida shootout?
Yeah, dude hijacked the UPS truck, took the driver hostage.
Okay.
And then running from police, got caught up in a traffic jam. Cops just got out and started like unloading. Killed the hostage.
They killed the hostage. The police killed the hostage. And the hostage was the UPS driver?
Correct. Only 27 years old, man.
Dang. The police shot the truck up and hit the one hostage.
That's what they're saying. And it says was one of 2 innocent civilians killed in the shootout. Because it was mad traffic. It was cars and I don't know how many cop cars.
So it was in traffic?
Yep.
Like on a regular street or a highway?
I think it was a highway.
Whoa, that's even crazy. And then was that a standstill? Or they was just flowing through traffic shooting while they was driving?
Nah, it was a standstill. They was kind of stuck. They couldn't go nowhere. It says busy intersection during rush hour traffic.
Oh, so they was at a stippy stop.
Yeah, but you gotta be smarter than that. How you gonna unload? You know what I'm saying?
They was at a stippy stop. Yeah, I mean, who has to be smart? The police or the people trying to get away?
I mean, both. You know what I'm saying? Both. But more so the police. I feel like they have the, you know what I'm saying? Like they're obligated to
well, you say both, but it's like if you're trying to do a robbery and you're shooting, are you obligated to try to save anyone? You're shooting.
So there's responsibility on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But the cops are here to.
So what responsibility does a person like who's already robbing? You got anything in your cup now?
Yeah, hell no, I got nothing in my cup. Nothing but ice. I down that thing immediately, if not soon. But like, if you're a criminal, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe you're gonna do some dumb shit. But
if what about if the police is hiding behind civilian cars?
That's what they was doing.
So then at that point, you not trying to get away. Do you got an obligation to try to like save the civilian in that car? The police is hiding by your car.
That's the thing. We're talking about a criminal on the run or somebody.
Demetra, all day. Happy holidays.
What up,
Demetra? Appreciate you tuning in, darling. How are you tonight? How are you?
Happy holidays.
How was your Thanksgiving? I think Brandy had to go, darling. I don't know that she's with us anymore. But how was your Thanksgiving though? Demetra lit all day. Will's World Media is still with us. Appreciate you tuning in. Will's World, I thought you was gonna hop in with us, man. Where you been? Where you at, man? You coming true? Demetra, have you checked out any new movies yet? Recently, Demetra lit all day. Thanksgiving was good. Then my mind. Got you. I hear you. How about Black Friday? Was you out for Black Friday? Was you out there in the madness? You know, actually, I'll take that back. they said Black Friday ain't what it used to be, so there's really not a whole lot of madness no more.
Not with the Cyber Mondays and the online.
Man, not with just the deals that are on Amazon, period.
It's facts.
Okay, I hear you. Well, you know what? She said, lost my mind this week, YouTube burnout. You know what? Well, I appreciate you hopping on and, you know, checking me out tonight. I know how that is. You know what I'm saying? That YouTube burnout. So I thank you for tuning in. Nope, I only did $199 HULC Cyber Monday. See? You're right. The Hulu Cyber Monday. Listen. Oh, it was the one. Did you get that? The $199? I missed out on that too. I meant to grab that Hulu Cyber Monday. So.
And is that like permanent, or is that for like a year?
Is that for the first month, Dimitri, or is that for the year? I forgot. I think it's for like a few months. 6 months?
Hey,
is it 6 months or a year, Dimitri? I've been watching nothing but all day 2020. All the 2020s. I've been watching nothing but all the 2020. Are you talking about the show 2020? Like the new show?
Damn, so it's $1.99
no,
for a year.
That's what, okay. That's awesome. That's a good deal, Dimitri. Hey, I think Hulu has Atlanta. Dimitri, have you seen Atlanta? You watch it? I know you've seen Atlanta, right? If not, you gotta watch Atlanta. Okay, 2020 with Barbara Wall. I thought that's what you was talking about. And you know what? It's funny because I was just telling somebody that I was doing a little bit of prophecy. If y'all want, I'm gonna put on a little bit of prophecy hat right now.
As he does.
I'm gonna do a little bit of prophecy, and I was telling people that the two things you know, like I was talking about, what's gonna come for 2020, the year 2020, right? It's the year 2020 is coming, and I think yes. Let me go ahead and stop and say yes. Only like a couple episodes Atlanta. That's on Hulu. I do believe Atlanta is on Hulu, Dimitri. You got to. Listen, you know I'm never wrong on these things. You gotta take my advice. Go to Hulu and see if Atlanta's there, especially that first season. Watch it, and you gotta make sure you watch that second season too. Killer show.
How many seasons is that?
I think it's only 2 actually.
Only 2?
2, maybe 3. But that Atlanta is a killer show. What was that? Oh yeah. But what I was saying though was I was in my prophecy bag the other night. And I was talking about what's about to come for the year 2020, right? In the year 2020, what I was saying was like, there's 2 things that we know for sure about 2020, right? When we were younger, the 2 things that we know about 2020 is the show 2020, right? Where they break down the facts to you. And so a couple things that you know about 2020 is that what we have stumbled onto is the year of Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're no longer in the age of Pisces. We are now in the age of Aquarius, and if you know anything about the astrological ages in those times, the age of Aquarius is the knowing age, the knowledge age, the seeking knowledge age, the age of knowing, the age of knowledge, right? And so, with that being said, in the age of Aquarius, you got to know about the news. And the one thing that we knew when we was kids, when we was younger, when not, you know what I'm saying, back at least 20 years ago, I'm going to say 20 years ago, you knew about what? 2020. Right. Like when you was watching ABC, when you was watching your good shows, you knew you had to pause because 2020 was about to come on. If you knew anything about like, if you didn't have cable, you knew 2020, right? It was that show where Barbara Walters was about to give you some good news. Like it was like you didn't even want to watch your local news, but when 2020 came on, you might actually sit down and watch some 2020. Even as a kid, right? Like you might even watch 2020 and 60 Minutes, right? Absolutely, right? So one of the things you knew for sure about like the year that's coming up is about to be 2020. Mm-hmm. So when you harken back, one of the things that you knew about 2020 was that show. Right. If anything you knew about 2020 was that show, right? And the second thing that you knew about 2020. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you want to do that right? Nightline, you right, and Nightline, yep. But the second thing you knew about 2020, and Will's World could hold me to this, because we used to talk about this. We still do talk about this. And Will's World Media could hold me to this. The other thing you know about 2020 when you was a kid was what? 2020 vision. You know what I mean? When you was growing up, I'm dropping bombs right now. When you was, you know what I'm saying? When you was growing up, it was like you used to have to take them tests at school and all of that. And then you'd be like, no, I got 20/20. What you got? Oh, you got 20/10? No, I got 20/20. Oh, you nearsighted? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get that check. I'm 20/20 though. I'm perfect. I'm perfect vision, right? So when you think about the year 2020, two things we knew about that. The news show 2020 and perfect vision 2020. But what I'm also telling you is that 2020 is the age of Aquarius, which is what? The knowing age. So when you put those together, perfect vision, knowing, and information, news, then you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you doing that, Dimitri. Hit his line. I appreciate you. So when you listen to that, right? 2020, perfect vision, the news, right? The age of Aquarius, right? The knowledge age. You gotta be ready for in the year 2020. And I'm just diving deep right now. I normally don't dive this deep, right? I normally don't dive this deep. You know what I'm saying? But the Nelman is diving deep for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of propaganda going on. So, you know what I'm saying?
Blind you.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't lose face of who you are. So, man, I appreciate everybody tuning into the Nelman today. Y'all about to get some good jewels, right? So, like I said, 2020 vision, right? 2020 the news show. You know what I'm saying? I'm going deep. As a baritone. You know what I'm saying? So you got 2020 vision. You got 2020 the show, which is the deep news, the news you want to hear. You got the age of Aquarius, which is the age of information, which is the age of the news that you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Keep going deep. Go on and share. Dimitri. So, you know, you got to be ready for this new age, this new year coming up, because it's going to be an age of where we start getting a lot of information.
And this current age that we're in is did you say?
We're leaving out of the Pisces age.
And what was that?
The age, it was more, so, you know what I'm saying, when you think about religion, and you think about Christian religion and more in, you think about the fish, right? When you used to drive the bumper sticker or that little fish, the fish, yeah, that's the Pisces fish. That's the fish, and that's the age of, I guess you could say the age of believing. Believing, right? Believing in, that's the whole religion thing, the age of believing. So we're exiting out of the age of believing and entering in the age of knowing. You dig? So we're entering in the age of knowing. You know what I'm saying? So leaving out of that age of not necessarily knowing, just believing in everything you hear. Spitting knowledge 2020 and swallow. Yeah. Spitting and swallowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just stopped real suddenly.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just diving deep for him, Dimitri. You know, especially when you get in. When Dimitri get in,
I know.
I gotta dive deep. I gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that I dive deep, and you know what I'm saying? No, listen, swallow. You know what I'm saying? That's what we like. You know what I'm saying? But listen. Anyway, I'm saying though, whenever Dimitri get in, that's when I gotta dive deep. You know what I'm saying? That's when I gotta go deep. I gotta go deep in them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she ain't gonna tune in for very long. Because a man be looking over his shoulder like, listen, he going too deep in you. I mean, he going too deep. Now you got to tune out. Listen, it's time for real.
It's not, man. Tell them man pull out, man. Tell them you going too deep. Tell them man pull out, yeah.
Tell them man pull out, man. You going too deep. Matter of fact, listen, this is us time. You know, you ain't supposed to be on your line under this late on YouTube. This late. Anyway, Dimitri got us going in tonight. But listen though. But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? We exiting out of the age of Pisces. We are already in the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why. Yeah, see? Look who made who blush first. Got you. But you know what I'm saying? Now that we're entering into this age, you gotta remember, you gotta look for it too. Because in 2020, you're about to get a lot of info. We're about to get a lot of information, but also on the cusp of that, we about to get a lot of like they're gonna try to put the fences up. They're gonna try to put the blinders on so that the information that's coming out is distracted. Just like you said, they're gonna try to distract us with a lot of different things because a lot of information, people are gonna start becoming a lot more aware. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So with people becoming a lot more aware in 2020 because of a lot of the information, a lot of the knowledge that's becoming out, they're gonna also try to blind us with a lot of BS. Right?
That's it. Your TV is gonna go on sale as soon as you start to get woke.
Man, I seen a 60 inch for like less than 300. I mean, less than 400. A 60 inch.
Trying to block you. Trying to blind you. Put the blinders on.
But listen, if you know how to freak it though, you get the 60 inch TV, flip it, turn the nelman on that bad boy, and boom! You just flipped it on his head. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Watch 2020 on that 65.
Man, get the 65 for Black Friday. They like got them, and then you put 2020 from Disney Plus, and you good. Wait a minute. Did she say she been watching Disney Plus 2020, or just watching? Oh, that's Hulu. Matter of fact, we was talking about Disney Plus earlier, Demetra. We was talking about that Disney Plus subscription. Demetra Lit all day said I had to find the hardest to do, spread real information. I find that hardest. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. It is tough to spread real information, but you know, just like you, Dimitri, that's why you kind of put a battery in my back. Like I said, when you come on, I get lit because I know that's all you do is spread real information. So when you come on, I gotta kind of stop like playing around. Like before you come on, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, kind of slumped in the chair and stuff, like being silly with Brooklyn. But when you come on, I gotta kind of sit up and then like tell y'all what real time because I know Demetra come for some real info. And she said, Willsboro Media said they are putting little cameras on the TVs now. You don't even know they are there.
I read something about that, man.
Whoa, that's deep, Willsboro Media.
Picking up everything you're saying, everything you're doing.
And Demetra Lit all day said, I've been trying to find a way to pass real information and a way to people to listen. Me too. And Demetri, see, that's why we on the same page, man. Listen, that's why I appreciate you tuning in tonight, man. Because as you can see, we on the same page. You know, I get silly, but that's it's the medicine in the candy. You know what I'm saying? I just put the medicine in the candy for them. You know what I mean?
Candy.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Shout out candy.
And then you don't understand, I put a little bit of medicine in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you go to sleep, and then you realize, like, damn, he dropped some jewels. But you might not even realize it till a week later. Or maybe when you're going through that situation, you're like, dang, but Nelman has said something actually about this when he was being silly. You're like, whoa, he was actually dropping jewels.
Put medicine in the Capri Sun.
Man, listen.
That's how you gotta.
Absolutely. Why you think my son be acting like he be acting, man?
You
don't even like candy no more. You like, why is candy so bitter?
You ain't got no sweet tooth no more.
You like, I don't even need candy no more. I've been putting so much medicine in it, man.
Like, you want an outlet? Nah, I want that truth.
But yeah,
but
that's why.
Listen, pass that real information.
Keep passing the real. Listen, you keep passing the real information, and you know the thing about it is, the funnier thing about it, Demetri, is that the way you be going on your live streams, when you be going and you be passing the real information, if you did it any other way, you might not get as many people as you get to tune in, right? So it's like you definitely got to stay true to yourself. She says, I'm trying to get organized and put stuff together. You know, I'm going to include you. I'm just slow. Demetri, she said, but I want a male perspective on toxic masculinity. Okay. Well, listen. Well, toxic masculinity is a you know what I'm saying, is an interesting topic. You welcome, sis. You know you ain't ever got to thank me. Listen, as long as you go live, you got a supporter in me. So I appreciate you. And like I said, you motivate me to do what I do. And like I said, you motivate me to be the real me, right? Like I'm being serious right now because like I said, when I'm silly and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm just being silly. But when you pop on, and I know you watching, you motivate me to really be the real me, and be the person that you can count on, right? So I just want to let you know that you can count on me. You can count on me. I'm here, and like, as far as like the platform that you're building and you want to have different perspectives on the things, I want to definitely be a part of the panel.
Let's start right now.
I'm gonna have you on. Period. I'm working. Got you. I hear you. And I'll tell you, like, toxic masculinity. Let me. See, the thing about toxic masculinity, right? There's different levels to that, right? Especially when, depending on, the diaspora you come from, right? I'll say that, like, because me being me and me being, coming from where I'm coming from, a lot of things that I say or me voicing my opinion, just me voicing my opinion being from where I come from, is a lot of things that people might say is toxic masculinity, right? Just because of me being masculine and not being afraid to voice a certain opinion, whether they agree with it or not. Demetrius said, yep, think 2020, meet Hood Town Hall, absolutely. 2020 meets Hood Town Hall, absolutely. And I mean, you know what? I feel like, before I just go any deeper, I feel like, Demetrius, in 2020, and even right now, in 2019, I feel like you are developing, very late 2019, I feel like at this point you are already developing a platform to where you will be able to build those type of town halls. And I'll tell you what, sis, I am absolutely not here to critique you because, like I said, I stand next to you. And I just want to say that, even me, sometimes I could get wild, I could get frustrated, I could get in my bag and get to a point where I ain't listening, I'm just yelling, I'm just talking. We could all get that way sometimes, but you know what? I feel like in 2020, as long as we continue to work on ourselves and you continue to work on you, I'm going to continue to work on me, and I'm going to continue to let you know when, where you could get better. As long as you continue to let me know where I can get better, we gonna make this thing pop. So I'm just saying that sometimes, right? We just gotta. Not that I'm into any spiritual systems, but I think it was one of the people from the NOI. They say, before you say something, like, think about that thought 5 times before you say it, right? Especially on these platforms, because the thing about it is, in 2020, we gonna get that momentum going, and you gonna have once you get that super momentum behind you, sis, and you get that traction behind you. Then they gonna really start to criticize and scrutinize everything that you're doing, and then they gonna try to stand in the way of your platform. So that's when we really got to step it up on them. So that's why 2020, I see really big things coming especially for you. So, but just back to the toxic masculinity thing. Just what you were saying is, yep, always forwarding propulsion. And she said, right, can't be too hard or too soft, all considered toxic. Exactly. Like, if you come out one way, especially, like I said, different diasporas, if you come off one way, absolutely, worse than them, I gotta watch me. Absolutely. Because only you can make you where you need to be. Only you can get to where you need to get to, right? Like, absolutely, the people that are pushing you forward and that are giving you positive motivation, like, you want to take that information, and even the ones that are giving you the negative, you want to take some of that. You want to take some of that. You want to take it all because it'll drive you crazy. And that might be an issue. Like, you don't want to take all the negative because that would drive you crazy, but you want to take some of it for motivation. But you want to take all the positive and you want to keep it pushing. But as long as you know you watch you, 2020, just like every other year, you strive to be the best you that you can be. Oh, we're going to push this thing forward. And you're going to have your panel, your 2020 Meets Hood Town Hall in no time. We're going to get this thing popping. But,
always let that small positive, outweigh the...
You mean the small negative? The big positive.
If it's a small, this
Right.
day and age, social media, it's much more negative than positive.
And that's the
But
thing.
you take that small positive and use that as motivation, don't stop.
Don't stop. And that's the thing too, because in this year, the 2020 or even 2019, I feel like in 2019 and years past, it's been the years of the troll, right? Mm-hmm. And it's been the years of the troll who is looking at you to not necessarily push you forward, but necessarily to point the finger at you, right. Laugh at you, and even things of that nature. But I feel like going forward, I feel like a lot of these trolls lately have been like motivational trolls. Like that's what I've been seeing lately. Like
that's what people come across too. You getting?
Sometimes I am a motivational troll. Okay. Sometimes I get in my motivational troll bag. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm actually just trying to be a troll for motivation.
That's red.
Right there. Right. This year, way better than last. Will's World Media said, hold him to that. Demetria Little said, man, every day my good outweighs the bad. Yeah. Will's World Media, what do you mean hold him to that? Hold him to what? What are we talking about? Demetria Little said, 2019 year of the troll, that's brilliant. Right? It was more of the year of the negative troll too though. But I feel like going further, like I started off as a troll. Demetria, you and me both. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like I started off just a troll.
Shout out to the troll.
I started out just a troll, but I transformed into actually like understanding that people need people like us, right? If the trolls can get out here and do it, like then we can get out here and actually show our true selves and motivate a little bit more. Motivate our people, positive. Right? There's no need to be negative. Like once you see how, like if you hop into this thing and you see how your people will accept you, that's what counts. If even one person accepts you, if even one person, sees where you're coming from, you know what I'm saying? Then it's up to you to show a better light. Like Nipsey Hussle told me that. Nip taught me that. Demetria said, I trolled Young Pharaoh. I trolled Nature Boy. Young Pharaoh is my dude. Young Pharaoh, you know what? He used to be my dude on point. Like I used to listen to everything that Young Pharaoh said, but after a while, after he got his women and all of that, I felt like he started communicating with them women a little too much, and he started like kind of getting their mannerisms. So I wasn't dealing with that. Nature Boy, I never really rocked with Nature Boy because he was always on some weird stuff to me. Like I feel some of his stuff that where he's coming from, but I never really got into him like that. But I still rock with Young Pharaoh because Young Pharaoh, he does get on my nerves as well. But he does. You cannot say that some of the information, like where his perspective, and that's what is entitled, Young Pharaoh's YP's perspective. His perspective is one of enlightenment. So I definitely listen to it. I might not even agree with it all the time, but I do listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. Troll that man. Listen. Because if it wasn't for you trolling him, he might not even have an audience. Like he lives for his trolls. He lives for his trolls. He loves to interact. Y'all probably had a back and forth. All info can be good. And you're absolutely right, Demetria. You're absolutely right. It's all about perspective. All info can be good. Will's World Media said, I want to see that LOL. Demetria said, but the rhetoric and the underlying message, I can't. I hear you. Listen, and it's not, and you don't have to. Like, you don't have to, right?
But trolling or not.
Nah, you blocked me quick.
The trolling or not, he's still tuning in though.
Still tuning in, right. And that's another thing, right? His rhetoric and his underlying message, you can't, but there's a reason why you still tune in. He blocked you and you're still there. Like, he does have some good information. And I put my sons on white. See? Like, he does have some good information. And I'll tell you what, he was into it with Rizza Islam. And I'm down. I rocks with Rizza Islam. But the things that he said about Rizza Islam was actually facts. So I can't be mad at what he said. You know what I'm saying? But
so what got you blocked, Demetria?
Trolling.
Yeah, I know. But is there anything in particular? Something that you said that just struck a nerve.
And I put my sons on YP and I got so mad. Like I said, listen, just like you said in just a few messages before, there's not necessarily a bad opinion, right? So all info can be good. So there's no need to be mad about it. Like you put your sons onto him and that's just another bit of source of information. It may not be good, it may not be bad. You calling him an agent, but that can be, but you are being diabolical. You know what you're doing though when you're doing that though. And he may or may not be an agent, right? He may or may not be an agent. A distractor provocateur, right? He might be a distractor provocateur, agent provocateur.
Enemy of confusion.
A lot of them are, right? But unfortunately, Dimitri, you got to understand, right? And we both know, sis, unfortunately, that's how a lot of people get their YouTube clicks, right? That's a lot of how people get their social media clicks by confusing our people, right? They confuse our people into thinking things, right? And to believing things. And I hear what you're saying, but, then there's people like us. You got to enlighten the people and, let the people believe whatever they want to believe, right? So, again, that's why I push a lighter narrative on the Nelman Show. I push a way lighter narrative. You know what I'm saying? I am aware of all of the things. Obviously, as you can see, I'm aware of everything. But I just like to push a lighter narrative, right? And, they're going to do what they're going to do, and we're going to do what we're going to do. I'm sorry, he's a non-intellect lecturer. There's a lot of them out there.
Just talking to him.
Me and Will's World were just talking about some other people in those circles who are the same. I won't name any names, but it is what it is. I lost it when he said the young will have to fight and overcome the old. Will's World Media knows what I'm talking about. That's why he LOL'd me. But we were just talking about these things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, they're in it for the checks, right? And so they will say things that will...
Don't shut up, Demetrius.
They will say things that will rile people up so that they'll hit the like button, so that they will hit the super chat, so that they will do what they need to do to make sure that these guys' platforms
so that's are... So they trolling before they
absolutely. They're leading, again, they're definitely stirring social discourse when they don't need to do.
They whack 100.
Whack 100 on a low level, right. Mm-hmm. But you know what, Dimitri? At the end of the day, I appreciate you tuning in today. And like I said, whenever you just let you need to start letting them know you want to get that platform. Anyone that you feel like you want on your platform, set a date. Let's get this thing going. Right? I'm with you. If that's the if that's the the topic you want to do, I feel like you could probably especially all of your trolls. I feel like you should get maybe 2 or 3 of your trolls, because you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm calling them trolls, they're actually your fans, and we both know that. They're actually your troll. I'm trying to get you in my troll mess. You're okay. You're okay. But what I'm saying is, get it 2 or 3 of your trolls right when you go live. Get 2 of them to actually really commit, right? Tell them about the topic that you want to do, because no matter the troll, they're gonna want to disagree with you no matter what. They love you, right? Without you, there's no them. So you gotta always understand, without you, there's no them.
That's a fact.
Whenever they troll you and you respond back to it, you just give them a platform, and that's why they stay with you. And that's what we need, isn't it? We need those watch hours.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't care about the thumbs down. We need the watch hours, am I right? So we can get watch hours from a hater or a lover, am I right? So get 2 or 3 of these haters. Tell them you want to do a toxic masculinity. Whoa. I want to do a toxic masculinity and a homosexual agenda on the black community. Let's start with the toxic masculinity. Let's start with one, and then we'll do the next. I feel like once we get this thing popping, or once you get this thing popping, it's not a we, this is all of your platform, and I feel like this is something that you can get to take off to a point where you're on that young Pharaoh level, on these other levels. I feel like 2020 is the year of your think tank with and without trolls, right? Once you show them that you can get a think tank going with both sides, I feel like you're onto something already, right? Yeah, separate the shows, absolutely. But start with the toxic masculinity. Get about 3 or 4 of your trolls. I will hop on. We got you. We gonna dive into it. See if you can get a couple more supporters, and we gonna dive into it, right? But I feel like that's how you fool them. Just like you said, how YP is doing his thing, and you feel like he might be misleading. Well, what you do is lead. And you lead by sneaking it in on them. You get the trolls to bring in their followers. You drop the gems. We gonna drop some good gems. They gonna see you talking more intelligent than ever before. You ain't gonna be wilding out. You gonna be, you know what I'm saying, calm, Dimitri. And we gonna get to it. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Nice back and forth.
I'm with you. I got your back on this one. Like if like you said, if YP can put a lecture together, if Tariq Naishi can put a conference together, listen, you could put a panel together. You know what I mean? I believe in you for sure. Ain't nothing. You got it. So, like I said, put the panel together. I'm gonna be championing you. I'm gonna be right behind you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I know you could do it, and the 2020 is gonna be the year of that anyway. Like your panel is gonna open up a portal of knowledge, a portal of information, which is just that age of Aquarius and all those things. And listen, it's time for that, right? Like you said, you started out as a troll. I'm sure Young Pharaoh started out as a troll, right? I'm sure we all started out as a troll, but this is the time to elevate it because you got the platform. Through everything you've been doing, you got the followers, lovers and haters. I didn't get in your chats.
You got 5 haters, you should want 10.
She got a bunch. And she got a bunch of people that are tuning in.
Look, she said, I'm so encouraged. Thank y'all. Y'all make me cry. Nelman.
Listen, no, thank you. Listen, I appreciate you tuning into the Nelman show. And Will's World Media was already telling me that you were saying that you wanted to do a panel with me. So I was like, listen, you know, in this upcoming year, we all doing this YouTube thing, right? I mean, like, it's free, right? We all doing this thing. We all trying to make this thing work, right? Like, especially, like, just getting into it. You see everybody else who's been in it, like the Casey Neistats and all of these dudes who've been getting money off YouTube. Like, I dream for the day that everybody that I tune in can get monetized and getting their money and actually have a platform. It ain't all no silliness. You actually pulling it together after, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't been on YouTube and been silly for long enough, right? We've been on YouTube and just like been ranting and raving for long enough. You know what I mean? It's time. You might as well get your platform going. It's 2020. I was just telling somebody just the other day, like, you remember back when we was kids, we was real young, right? Remember we was real young, and you used to watch stuff like The Twilight Zone. You used to watch stuff like that was hearkening into the future, and they used to be like, the year 2020. You know what I mean? Like, you could watch shows and be like, in the year 2020, it's gonna be this. It's gonna it'll pop up on the show like year 2020. We might have been watching Total Recall, Back to the Future. We already been past some of those years from Back to the Future. Like, so 2020, like we are literally in the future that they was talking about back in the 80s and the 70s. You know what I mean? In those movies that we used to watch, we used to see that, like 2020. In 2020, this is going to be going on in 2020. So I feel like 2020 is that year where everything is possible. Like 2020 is that year that you thought that you would never see. Exactly, 2020, 2021. Like, those were those years that you thought you would never see. So it's like, you there now. Not only is it the years that you thought you would never see based on the television, but depending on your lifestyle back in the 90s, the early 2000s, you know what I mean? The 90s, the 80s, based on your lifestyle, you was probably thinking, I am definitely not going to see 2020, 2021. Ain't no way. I'm going to be, the way that I'm acting right now, ain't no way I'm going to see that. Like, just knowing that you made it to this year, everything is possible. Everything. Anything that you thought wasn't possible for yourself 100%. Is actually possible from 2020 forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real talk. Dimitri, you ain't got to listen. I'm telling you because I know what you thinking. I ain't think of making it past 99. You and me both, sis. I came back to life in 2001, and I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you back, and I'm glad you here.
We all better for it.
Absolutely. I can't say to you I came back, but I came back. I left and came back again. But now I'm here to stay. Yeah, but I'm here to stay this time. Man, there's more than a couple for me, Dimitri. I'll tell you what. But you know what? We back though, sis. We back. We back, and we on this platform called YouTube. Like, we back and we taking it by the helms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like a horse that can't nobody ride type stuff, right? It's like only certain people know how to ride the horse, a YouTube. And we in here trying to ride it, like hopping on a wild YouTube horse and actually like, you know what I'm saying? Actually steering this thing though. Like, we in here. A year ago, 2 years ago, I couldn't fathom like doing a live stream on anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I seen other people doing it. I seen other people doing like different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't fathom doing it. Now I'm here. So it's like anything is possible going forward. You know what I'm saying, Dimitri? I'm sure you was in areas, in places where you never imagined that you would be able to connect with people in actually all 50 states just by either using your phone or a laptop. And people be popping up from all states. I'm in Colorado right now, linked up with you. So especially when you be getting in your bag and people be agreeing with you and or disagreeing with you. And they be talking about, and I'm in Oregon right now and I don't agree with, like, whoa, wait, hold on, back that up. Before you talking about you don't agree, you in Oregon?
That's a wild concept.
And you watching me right now? Like, never mind you don't disagree. Okay, that's cool, but you watching right now? And you ain't nowhere close to me. You ain't nowhere close to me, but you watching.
Dimitri got you in your bag right now. See? Dimitri said everything is possible. Office said that at least 4 times today.
I mean, and it's true. Especially just like knowing what you're dealing with, right? When I say knowing what you're dealing with, I'm talking about knowing what type of reality you're in, knowing what type of, you know what I'm saying, life you live in, knowing what type of world you're in, right? Knowing what type of matrix you're in, knowing what type of grid you're on. Once you know where you at, then you definitely know everything is possible, right? And then once you understand that different portals get open, like a year like 2020, and you understand that that's a portal, you know what I'm saying? And then, because really 2020 is just 11, 11, 11, 11 with 2 zeros. So if that's not a portal, you know what I'm saying? Because 2 is just 2 months. You know, I'm breaking down a little bit of science right now, but this might sound silly right now, but the 2020 is a portal. Because of the 2 and the both of the 2s break down to 11s. Right? So if you got 11 over here, 11 over here, that's the 11, 11, that's a portal. And just the whole in itself, this
2 zeros of the spectacles, kid.
It's like this, but it's like a portal.
Yeah.
You right through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm diving deep right now. You got 2 11-11s and you got the portal holes.
She said, wait a minute, what? 11, 11, 11, 11, boy.
Listen, I'm diving deep. I'm diving deep right now.
Sound like YP. And nature boy.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, I'm diving deep with the knowledge.
What's 2020 looking like then?
It's looking like it's looking really bright on the horizon. Okay. You know what I mean? It's looking really bright on the horizon. Yeah, math sucks rocks, but I tell you one thing about math is that it is never wrong. Like, that's the one thing that don't change is math. 1 + 1 is always 2. Who discovered America? That's probably gonna change. You know what I'm saying? How to turning vinegar and oil and making a volcano, you could use some other stuff to make that. That science, that's probably gonna change. But math, 1 + 1 is always gonna be 2. So although it's like it sucks and it's frustrating and it's crazy and it's tough to deal with, 1 + 1 is always gonna be 2. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Wait, so explain that 11, 11, 11. that you was talking about?
Well, what I was saying is that, like, in 2020, right? 2020 is when you think about the numbers. I'm just thinking about the numbers right now. 2020. So a 2 is what? 1 plus 1. So a 2 is an 11. So a 2 is a 1 and a 1. So if you have 2 2s, 22 2s, if you got 2 2s, right? You got 1 1 1 1. So that's right there. And the 1111 is the portal. Like, if you know about the 1111 to begin with, 1111 is actually a doorway. So if you think about 1111 and you take the little notches off and you just got those lines, it's a doorway. It's a portal right there. Boom. So the portal is opening in 2. Now you got 2 zeros, which we already know that 0 is a hole. It's a circle. So you could fall right. Those are 2 more portals, right? So the 1111 portal with the 2 0 portals. That's the 1111. We about to go into a portal. We about to go into some energy. We about to go into a time warp. It's gonna be an interesting time. Like, again, you also gotta understand that there's like, yeah, they showed us that in the movie Us. To do the layman. That's the show the lowest common denominator. Exactly. Showing the lowest common denominator. Thank you, Dimitri. I appreciate it. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling out here, watching that background out the window. But yeah, man, I feel like, and this is just me talking, right? This is just me talking and just diving deep with y'all. This ain't nothing I heard from anyone. This is just me diving deep, right? But we do know that the 1111 is a doorway. It is a portal, right? And if you look at an O or a 0, we know that all the portals, when you look at the stargates, when you look at a black hole, when you look at a womb, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm speaking language right now.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's an oval shape. It's not necessarily a perfect circle. When we're talking about the 2020, we're talking about the 0, right? I just noticed it's the green screen and it's 2 of y'all. That's awesome. What do you mean? Hold on,
yeah, you asking me over here?
What you think? Who you thought I was talking to this whole time? What you mean you just noticed there was 2 of us? I got fathers. What you mean? Nah, that ain't even a green screen. We looking out the window right there. But I lost my train. What was I talking about?
No, she was saying y'all making me cry. Y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant. I don't know if she said it's 2 of y'all. What do you mean it's 2 of y'all? But I mean, what do you mean by it's 2 of us? You didn't think it was look as good with 2 of us, or you didn't know it was 2 of us? Brooklyn is
I'm the ODB of the nelman show.
Brooklyn really in Brooklyn right now. But I'm just wondering what you meant by and it's 2 of y'all. I don't know what you meant by that part. That's just funny. You said and it's 2 of y'all. Sweetheart, it's always 2 of us, right?
So like, yo, y'all, you just got co-host.
It's 2.5 of us because Liddy is here with us. He just ain't lit right now. He ain't want to chime in on this combo.
I said it's hard for just me.
Oh, I feel you. Oh, I can't imagine doing that wide a green screen. I got you. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just try to do the green screen for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to do something different. I don't like to have everybody everybody can go live. You don't even got to show your face and all that. You can show your face and it'd be right there on your phone. It could be your bedroom and all of that. But you know what I'm saying? I show the green screen. I just try to do another green screen here and there for y'all, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that y'all appreciate it. So that, let y'all know I appreciate y'all. And I actually try to go a little extra mile for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is going there. It's not necessarily a whole extra 2 miles, but it's an extra mile to get a green screen going, you know what I'm saying? Before I go. It says, as fuzz, you got it, Liddy. Thank you. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just try to put on for my fan. If anybody's going to tune in, at least they'll have a green screen to look at, right? At least they won't have to just look at the wall. was gonna say my coin purse, but
Yeah.
no, the coin. I keep the coins. I know how to do, but I ain't got it that good yet. I got you with know it, and you know what? I appreciate you saying that this is good, and it's just me doing it. But keep trying, keep doing it, keep sticking with it, and please, do this for me. Women do this.
She put your show off.
I'm about to. No, it's not even that. And I'm about to be stereotypical. I apologize for this, Demetri, but I'm about to say something.
Toxic
women.
That's toxic masculinity.
I'm about to hop in my toxic masculinity bag real quick. Demetri, I apologize. But a lot of times women, when they buy them Christmas gifts and stuff, they be buying gifts, but it's really for the both of them. Like they buy a gift for their man, but it's really for both of them. Like, oh hey, I buy the entertainment center for you. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be watching it too.
Like, you got a new TV. Like, I'm gonna put this one in the room for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But so women, a lot of times they buy gifts for their man, but it's really for the both of them. So Demetri, do me a favor and buy your man what is them things? A fire stick. Buy him a fire stick for Christmas, and it'll really be for both of y'all. Like, I know you got the Hulu, and I think you can play the Hulu off the fire stick.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have all of them. Roku.
Like, get the fire stick for him for Christmas, and then, you know what I'm saying, it'll be for both of y'all, so that you can get more movies and more shows. And you can put the Hulu on the fire stick.
And more quality time with the man.
Yeah, and more quality time, because it's going to be his, but then I'm going to put you up on game, like I already sent you that email. Remember I sent you that email that you couldn't even use last time? You know what I'm saying? There's probably an updated version of all of that. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? And you could get to that. You know what I'm saying? And you could get to that. You gonna probably cancel your Hulu subscription in a month.
Fire,
you know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, you remember that email I sent you? You know what I'm saying? So just hop in that bag. But yeah. Because I remember you said you ain't have one. I sent her the info, and she like, I don't even have a fire stick. I'm like, wait a minute, you don't, right, damn.
$20.
No, yeah, but she doesn't have one. And I sent her that info, and like, she couldn't even get to it. That was funny. But yeah, okay. Yes, get to it. Yes.
What she say?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I know how to do all that. Yes. So yeah, go get to it. Yeah, I just had to remind you of that. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be festive this year. Get him the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? The other gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm talking about?
You just pointed at the camera.
I did. I had to, because you know what I'm talking about. And everybody else tuning in got me. I'm not roasting you. I'm roasting me because I told you I was gonna do that.
I ain't even hit.
I told you I was gonna do that, and then I sent you that email, and it was like, this ain't gonna work. What's this email for? It was like, you sent me an email for no reason. It was hilarious. That was hilarious. But no, I'm not roasting you. I'm roasting me because that was my bad. That's why I just want to remind you. But the Chromecast ain't bad either, though, because and listen, this is what I do, Demetri. I'm about to tell you something I do, and I've been doing. Brooklyn can attest to this. I got. Yes, I know you will. I know, and you are way better than me. You will kill me. You'll roast me like a Honolulu pig, like a luau pig.
Is there a difference between a Honolulu pig and like a...
Yeah, the luau's in Honolulu be epic. You know what I'm saying? But I know you just kidding. That's why I love you, and that's why, like I said, you could always come here to make sure to let you know what I'm saying, let your hair down. You know what I'm saying? You could just exhale when you come here. Because I know when you be going live and you know what I'm saying, when you be in other lives, a lot of times you might be on 9 or 10. You come in here, you know what I'm saying? You could be on 5 or 6.
Relax.
You could be on 5 or 6. You can relax. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even roasting today. We just chilling. Everybody got their guard down today. We just chilling. But yeah, I remembered that I, you know what I'm saying, I tried to get you that email and you weren't able to use it. So I was like, man, there's got to be a time where she'll be, and I was like, yeah, maybe if she tells her man, she'll get him you know what I'm saying, the fire stick, then everybody, then it go over well. Because, you know, a lot of people don't just, like, when you got Hulu and you got all these other things, it's like, man, why waste the money on the fire stick? But but it is something that you'll be happy that you spent the money on. I'll tell you, you'll have it for a long time. Number one.
You save mad money too.
That's number two. Number three, when you go on trips, like I go to Vegas sometimes, I go to other places, it's mad easy to take it and then use the Wi-Fi from the hotel that you're in.
Yeah.
Or use an in-laws, you know what I'm saying, information. Yes, Fire Stick, see? Maggie knows what I'm talking about. The Fire Stick for Christmas sounds great. And
Shout out Maggie.
So you get that, you know what I'm saying? You put the info on that thing, and then you, like I said, you'll be saving money, because then you gonna cancel. Well, I guess you gonna cancel the Hulu because it was $1.99.
But and Hulu,
so you
have
won't
the shows the very next day on Hulu. I don't know if the Fire Stick can catch up that. It may.
Fire Stick got Red Zone. Well, I'll tell you what. You gonna find one. I'll put it this way. You gonna find a build that will get you the NFL Red Zone and all of them teams, right? Absolutely.
I ain't got mine that loaded yet.
Like I got mine loaded to. Man, listen. If I told you what I had on mine, man, y'all be pointing fingers.
My joint over there, and you gonna hook it up?
Yeah, I got the yeah. I got it. Like I'll put it this way. On mine, just because it's how I give it up, right? I watch 24 hours Seinfeld.
You told me about that.
Like, I like Seinfeld a lot. I like Seinfeld. It's really funny. It's a lot funnier than I thought it would be when I used to see it coming on in the 90s. Like, coming on TV. Like, oh, hell no. Change the channel to Fresh Prince. But now that I watch it, it's really funny. And so on my Fire Stick, I have a certain area where I can go, and it just plays episode after episode after episode in order of Seinfeld. And I go down a list, and it has all of these other shows that are on there as well.
Man, listen, Seinfeld I love that joint.
He said, I don't even like football, but I love Red Zone, and I know how to do builds. Good. Those builds, some of those builds, they definitely, yeah, absolutely, for your dude, for him. For his Fire Stick, exactly. And get the Red Zone on there for him. You know?
We'll get two of them.
Because he deserves it. No, you don't even need that, do you? You know what I'm saying? That's together time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's together time. You get to, you know what I'm saying, some me time with one Fire Stick. But what I was gonna say is the Chromecast though, you could I believe with the Chromecast you could push the thing and have it connect from your phone to the television. Yeah. Like that's the thing. It like
the screen mirror.
Screen mirror from your phone. So the one thing that I do is I have phones around the house that I actually don't even use anymore, right? Or I'll go and find a very cheap phone that connects to Chromecast, and I'll use that strictly for like movies, or I'll use that strictly for Hulu, or I'll use it strictly for a Kodi build or something like that, and then I will just mirror it over to the Chromecast. So Chromecast is good for that too. But since we're feeling festive, no need to not already go out. And matter of fact, what's even crazier is that now that we're in between Christmas and Black Friday, it's like Walmart and all these places, they get even cheaper than Black Friday. Yeah. They're like, no, listen, you missed out on Black Friday? Well, listen, that's okay, because we still want you to have it. Mm-hmm. So it's actually the same price as Black Friday. Matter of fact, you can get two for the same price.
So they gotta move them.
Yeah, because like I said, this Black Friday wasn't as popular as Black Fridays previous. So now they just gotta move stock. Ryan, what's good, fam? Ain't seen you in a minute. Missed you, fam. Appreciate you tuning in, man. How are you, Big Schloss? What was for dinner tonight?
Man, they said 1 foot in that building lately.
Man, I ain't mad at man.
I am, because I wish that was me.
Nah, man, I can never hate. 1990 never hate. We out of that year.
Listen, 2020, I'll start that. Right now,
you know what I'm saying? I can never hate that man. I'm loving that man. I'm loving that he don't. When I don't see him in the place, but then I see him pop on on an IM real quick, I'll be like, oh man, that man is out here. So all my people that be living it up and say,
he'll jump on, send a quick IM.
Yo, shout out to you, Schloss, man. I appreciate you tuning in. How are you, my man? Listening to you, my dudes. Just recognizing your green screen is good.
Thanks, man.
He said listening, but my dude just recognizing your green screen is good. Good, my gents. Miss y'all too. See, listen, I appreciate y'all just recognizing my green screen. And listen. It's not a green screen, it's a window.
Stuck for a minute.
Oh, would we? Oh, I see you up there. Okay, we back. And that was just you. Nah, but yo, I appreciate y'all, man. That's just the window, man. We on the 23rd floor of the penthouse suite overlooking, you know what I'm saying, my city. It's the festive, it's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? We're just overlooking some things, you know what I mean? And Demetria, I know you said you got your green screen like this. What you said is, one thing that I've been seeing is when I put my hand or something over my camera, like the lighting is a whole lot better. Not only that, but I can't do my green screen with my laptop camera. It doesn't look very good with my laptop camera. So it's like it just is really chalky and sketchy and etchy. But I got another camera, which is not very expensive at all, and I put it on the wall. It was not very expensive at all. It's a Logitech camera, just a Logitech webcam. And that one works a whole lot better. So if your man is listening, and he might want to help you further your YouTube situation, and he's trying to help you get your green screen, there are very inexpensive Logitech webcams that may help you with your green screen. Ryan Schloss said, I'm well, y'all. I've been on vacation this week. It was much needed, but I'm blessed for sure. Yo, I'm happy for that. I didn't know you was actually on vacation. I thought you was just enjoying the new gig. But yeah, man, I'm glad you were able to take that vacation. I was actually on a little bit of a vacation the last couple weeks. Like last week I was off for a couple days, and then the week before that I was off for a couple days. So, yo, man, I'm glad that you're able to get some chill time in. I hope you're feeling good. I hope everything is good, man.
Yeah, did you go anywhere, Sloss?
Did you go out of town or anything? Did you guys go camping or any of that? Well, I guess it's winter now. Do people go camping in the winter?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Did you
go ice fishing? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they can.
Demetria said, only time I see you, the outline is around your head. I got a Logic 5. Okay, so then I'll tell you what then. If you already got the Logitech 500, I never tried it with that. I used phone. Oh, no, sis. I don't even think I've ever used it with my phone. Use your Logitech, hook it up a little bit, and download the OBS software. If you have a Logitech camera and you got a laptop or something, download the OBS software. Download that to the laptop. It's free, it's quick, it's easy. And then, if you need my help, I'll walk you through it. Go back and watch my earlier, from last year, my earlier recordings. I was walking people through how to do it, how to download it and everything. If you want me to, I just walk you through it anyway. Or just watch a YouTube on how to download the OBS and how to do the, it's called chroma key on the OBS. But that's the green screen, chroma key. You'll have it, okay? You'll have it down in no time. Just watch a quick YouTube on that. You'll have the green screen popping in no time. But you just saved your man because you don't even got to buy you another Logitech. I kind of know how to use. Yeah, go in and do it. Like, just do it. Ryan Slot said, nah, more of a staycation. But wait, I'm driving back from the Santa Express train now. What? That's still open? I thought the only one in Canyon City, the wife is driving. Oh, nice.
Listen.
Tell the wife I said hi, or hi, wife. I thought the Santa Express was the car railway. Didn't you say you went on that? Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the Santa Express? Or that was the Polar Express? So, Ryan, was that the same thing as that was on the Cog Railway? The one in Canyon City? Or is there more than one? And the Santa Express train, I thought that was the Cog one that they topped. Did they move it over to Canyon City, or has Canyon City always had one? I kind of wanted to take my son on that the Santa Express train. I ain't gonna lie.
It's ill because you can even go outside while the train is moving, see the North Pole. Is that? I'm trying to think where.
Demetrius said StreamYard popped up with what that was way easier. Demetrius said, y'all took a train ride at Ryan? I love trains. Yeah, we live in Colorado, and Canyon City, they do have like that train. I was actually thinking about what's the one with the Canyon City. Yeah. Is that where the prisons are? Canyon City, yeah. I will never forget my train ride. So StreamYard, I didn't know I didn't know StreamYard has an option for the green screen, Demetria. And as a matter of fact, we tried to go on StreamYard, and we tried to go live through StreamYard, and I connected my green screen and I connected OBS to my StreamYard, and it was very choppy. It cut the live stream short. It was doing all kind of crazy things, and it didn't actually like it. It was not like connecting to the OBS very well through the StreamYard. So that was my connection. That was like what I was doing. But like, you can hook up the OBS to the StreamYard. You just have to have a Windows computer. You can't have a Mac.
Have you tried StreamYard since?
Not really. Demetria said, I will never forget my train ride. She said, they had it here in Houston when I was young. No, StreamYard kind of sucks. Maggie said, no, so I am just jumping into this, but what's with all of this? Your man's buying you this stuff. Girl, get it yourself. And it's paid.
It's Christmas.
It's gift giving time. Yeah, it's gift giving time.
You know what I'm saying?
So Maggie, what I was telling her is that you might know a little bit about this. Maggie, yourself, you might know a little bit about the way that women like to give gifts for Christmas that are for their significant other, but it's actually for the both of them. Winky, winky. So what I was saying to Demetria is that she needs to go ahead and get her man a fire stick that will actually be for the both of them, is all. Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that, Demetria, but I was actually... I don't work. My man does for me, and that's how it's addressed. That's awesome. Check my IG story, Nelman. Oh girl, respect all day long, because I'm sure you're doing for him and he's doing for you. It's a team effort. Willsboro said, what up, Maggie? I don't mind. I had a question.
I had Maggie's question.
So yeah,
man, I'm trying to edit a video here.
I'm listening
to get distracted by the damn Nelman show.
Appreciate you, Willsboro.
Go ahead and tap in. Go ahead and tap in, yo.
That's love, man.
Appreciate that, Willsboro. But yeah, I was just simply saying that because it is the holiday season and the Fire Stick is the gift that always just keeps on giving. That's the reason why I was suggesting that, Maggie. That was all. But Maggie, I don't know if you are actually caught up. You might need to hit the live button. There's a button on there that says live. You might not be tuned into the most recent information. I don't want you to think we're ignoring you. But yeah, what was we talking about? But yeah, StreamYard does kind of suck. But yeah, just the OBS is free, so you really don't need the StreamYard. But the StreamYard is cool when you want to put like people's messages on the screen and you want to do those different things. But Chili, he is buying good Fire Stick from me. Okay. I love you. And we love you, Demetria. That's why we appreciate you tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And telling me, you know what I'm saying? Just a little light stocking stuffer. You know what I'm saying? Just a little light.
That's a full-on gift. They ain't no stocking stuffer. That's a gift.
Yeah, he was explaining how 11/11 was symbolic for chopsticks. Yeah, man, because, you know what I'm saying? It's like the chopsticks when you, what was that dude on Vulcan on Star Trek? Spock? Yeah, that's the chopsticks for Vulcans. That's the little, you know what I mean?
Hey, and Ryan, you're right. It is in Canyon City, man. That train joint.
What was Ryan saying?
Back.
He said no more staycation.
The Santa Express or whatever that's called.
Yeah, but
it is in Canyon City. That's the same one.
But it's the same one that was with the cog. They moved it.
That's the one I went to.
The cog railway. But no.
If it's in Canyon City, then yes.
No, but the cog closed down. I'm saying, did they move it? Because the cog railway ain't available no more. But you went on the cog railway one, I believe. That went up to Pikes Peak. That was the cog railway.
But that was like, was it still open 3-4 years ago?
Yes, absolutely.
Then yes, then I went
absolutely
as well. But I also been the one in Canyon.
We girls okay, no girl fight.
Don't go right.
I'm just giggling. But yeah, you know, but that's what I'm saying. That Polar Express though, I actually wanted to do it, and then they closed it down.
Dude,
But
come on, man. Kansas City is worth it, man. It's well worth it.
But you don't even know if that's the one you did. You talking about it's well worth it.
Listen, I just got confirmation. The one in Kansas City.
Okay, gotcha.
I just drive.
Okay.
I just drive. I don't pay attention to what I'm
Dang,
doing.
and so it just went like around. How long did it go for?
It was like a good hour, man.
Yeah.
Cause you could buy drinks on there. You can buy hot chocolate for the kids. Santa come through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think about doing it again this year?
Hell, nah. Excuse me.
No, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Tell me what you got. Tell me you got you and the little man tickets for Star Wars. I have not gotten the pre-sale tickets. I don't even know when it comes out. I'm still trying to figure that out.
You up in the Star Wars movies?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yo, I've been watching that Mandalorian.
Like, I think we're gonna probably have to tune in once you give me that password.
That Mandalorian is legit. But I ain't never watched a Star Wars movie in my life.
What?
This is the only thing I've been watching. Cause my kids
He said he's never watched a Star Wars movie in his life. Thank you, Dimitri. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I appreciate you tuning in always. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to that panel. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here for you. And I'm going to tune into your live soon as well, darling. So have a great night. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Matter of fact, we probably ain't going to go for too much longer ourselves, man. How long have we been going now? A little over an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on more than freaking Fridays, please. I'm trying to get this dude to do it. Drinks and... He said drinks are why the wife is driving. Nice.
See, man, they come around often.
Do they?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to get to that. Demetri said, come on more than freaking Fridays. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try, darling. I really am. I'm gonna try to, like I said, this is just me coming outside of my trolling, right? So I'm still just getting started too. But I'm gonna come out of my comfort zone and go more than I do in 2020 as well, darling. So I promise that. I'm gonna make that promise to you. I'm gonna go harder too. LOL. What I did already told you, I was late, so I apologize. I'm going to chill, go ahead and chop it up. But I was delayed on the conversation. I just jumped. He needs to. I do need to go longer. I need to go more often. It's okay, Maggie. I was just saying because where you were at. But please, yeah, go back and watch the whole thing. Watch the playback. I appreciate that. Ryan said, what? Yeah, I can't even believe this man never seen a Star Wars movie, and I know that's what you wasn't about. Can't believe him. But again, Demetria, I appreciate you tuning in tonight, darling. 2020 is gonna be a new year. It's gonna be Barbara Walters in this bad boy. You dig? Have a great night. And I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow too. Have a great night. We'll see ya.
I like how you squeeze that in. You going live tomorrow? Good man.
I'm gonna try. That's what I said.
No,
that's try. Gotta get in there.
Just committed.
I mean, I'm committed. You know what I'm saying? I told you to say sanitation. You said sanitation. Sanitation.
That's sanitation.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we're going, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to keep this party going more than once a week. That's what I keep telling myself. But in 2020, we're going to definitely make this party go, we're going to make this train go more than once a week. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Demetria. Have a great night. I'm way behind on Star Wars. But you've seen more than one episode. You know what I'm saying? At least you've seen the one with Lando Calrissian or Samuel L. Jackson. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Or Billy D. Williams or Samuel L.
was in it.
Samuel L. was in one. Billy D. was in one. And Childish Gambino was in one.
Lady said, don't.
I'm going to mess with you. No, I definitely mess with you, Demetria. I messes with you. I mess with you. Have a great night.
She said, don't play. Come on tomorrow.
We're going to have fun. All right? Don't play. Come on tomorrow. Definitely. We're going to have fun. We're going to have double fun till the daddy take the T-bird away. You know what I mean? But, yo, like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, though, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, to everybody who's tuning in, I still have not had one of those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. I still have not eaten one.
I have.
You know what I'm saying?
I had one last week.
Brooklyn said he ate one, and it was lackluster at best.
Man.
If I'm using that word right.
Yeah, absolutely. At least in my mind. The buttery bun wasn't...
What about the hot Our Popeye batter. See?
I ain't
Listen.
gonna make the last time because I was hurt.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I was waiting on it.
Man. Where did you get it from though?
Subpar at best.
Which one did you get it from though?
The one by us.
Really?
Yeah.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. I thought that one was it. How long did you wait in the line? Did you go to the drive-thru or pull?
Yeah, it was about 10 minutes. It was a solid 10 minutes. There was 4 cars in front of us, and when I ordered 2 of them, they said it's gonna be a wait.
Okay, so that might have been the reason. They said it was gonna be a wait. They would have had them on Denki do. They would have lathered them up and slathered them up with the
And they just defrost that joint, put it in the microwave.
You think so? No, they gotta put it in the They defrost it by throwing it in the grease.
You can't forget about the Popeye.
I had to chill on those. How many did you have, man? Dang, man's had.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The one that he was eating,
Huh?
that one looked crazy fresh. Yo,
I had to give you a bite.
Nah, I ain't take a bite.
Oh,
And then I looked at mine, man.
it didn't look fresh?
Nah.
You think they might have had them on Denki do?
It was like a little bit larger than the chicken strip. You know what I'm saying? So there was mad space. It was
What?
like mad.
Did they just throw a chicken strip in you and call it a
Man,
sandwich?
just buns.
Maybe you gotta go in there early.
I don't know.
But I don't wanna eat man's getting 7 pounds off chicken Sammys. Oh man, Sammy, hit him with a Sammy whammy. That's a Sammy whammy.
Sammy whammy, yo. Put that in the description.
You know what I'm saying?
Sammy whammy. Yeah, man, but I think it was just way overhyped. Nah. I choose Chick-fil-A all day.
Maybe you should
But
get
again,
it.
I didn't get that on the first round, you know what I'm saying, when they first came out.
Yeah.
So
And that's another issue. You had to get them on that first round, and now if you don't get them on the first round, you got to get them right when Popeyes opens. So you get the fresh. You just get them fresh because they ain't made nothing yet. So you get the all Popeye batter.
I felt when you said
You know what I'm
that
saying?
shit. Oh,
I'm saying? All Popeye batter.
I'll shake Chick-fil-A all day.
But what you also got to do, and if you go to that one, you go to the one by us, and you decide to do this, when they first open, I don't even know when they open, maybe like 9.
It's Popeyes, they're gonna open like at 10 or 11.
Okay, if you go and get one when they first open, then give me one. And give me some red beans and rice too. Because I'm going to be dipping mine. You know what I'm saying? In the red beans and rice.
You're gonna dip your chicken sandwich, spicy mayo,
Spicy mayo, I'm going to cut it in half.
buttery bun.
All of that. You know what I'm saying?
Red beans and
Yes. And I'm going to come out with it. And yes.
You're a trendsetter.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm
You're
thinking.
a trendsetter, yeah.
Yeah, man. Because I ain't never ate one yet. But I was just always thinking, like, if I'm going to eat one of them Johns,
Wait, so you gonna eat one of them?
I feel like if you bring me a fresh one, I ain't going to buy it myself. That's the only thing.
Man's trying to get a free meal, yo. Get out of here. I try to bring you one on your birthday. You know it.
I know how fresh was it, though? It didn't come from you, though.
Nah, but still.
How fresh was it, though?
It was fresh enough
That's
for
what I'm
someone
saying,
to
like-
devour it.
Nah, man. And plus, you didn't have no dipping sauce.
Man, Will's had like 8 dipping sauces.
No, I'm talking about the red beans and rice's dipping sauce.
Alright, dipping sauce, man, that's a side.
That's one, but it's for that sandwich, it's gonna be just dipping sauce. I'm like,
So you ain't even gonna try the sandwich by itself? You have to.
Nope.
You come on.
Nope.
You got it. You gotta at least take a bite and then dip it.
alright, I'll take one bite.
I ain't buying you shit.
Alright, I had to get one myself. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, Nelman birthday 2022, then you gonna get a chicken sandwich.
Damn, nah, man. I think I've been eating too much Chick-fil-A ones. I already got this like weird. You know what I'm
No
saying?
such thing as too much Chick-fil-A.
But how you know though? How they gonna blame it on Popeyes but say there's no too much Chick-fil-A?
Huh?
Because they saying like people turning mentally unstable from eating them Popeyes, and man's just said he gained 7 pounds.
That's good.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
And
Maybe 7 pounds.
And you know what happened to Subway, right?
Mm.
Ooh, this might. Ooh.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody sued Subway because they said that they weren't serving full chicken.
What was they serving? Half chicken?
So when they were like, so they sued them. Subway like was like, alright, let's do this, and Subway lost. And so Subway took their meats and they paused and they sent it to the specialist. They sent it to the, you know what I'm saying, somebody to check on it, and it came back as half meat, half chicken, half tofu. I mean, half soy, half chicken, half soy.
Ain't soy healthy?
soy may or may not be healthy, but some people say that soy is linked to high estrogen levels in soy, so that can produce different things in males. You know what I mean?
So you eat a foot long, you get a pill. Like that can happen.
You will get you eat a foot long, you might be fiending for a foot long. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You gotta be careful.
Oh,
you gotta be careful.
Because they never get Subway again.
Just the chicken though. But I guess that's all they tested. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know that chicken was already looking suspect anyway.
I mean, that shit is laying out all day. All that nasty stuff is laying out all day.
That's okay.
The lettuce, you know what I'm saying? The jalapenos, the tomato, that's laying out.
Well, it's not necessarily laying out all day depending on which Popeye, Subway. Because if they got mad business, it's getting used. So it's not necessarily laying out because it's got used, they had to replace it.
No, they ain't sanitary at all.
Alright. With that, y'all, man, it's getting a little later. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tuning in, though, man. Like I said, every time, man, I can't do this without y'all, man. And I promise y'all I go for live every Friday, but we're going to try to do it more, man.
You're going on tomorrow.
But, you know what I'm saying? As far as this one, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you stopping through to the Nelman Show. Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? Oh, he right here, y'all.
Right here.
All right. Peace, y'all.